Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Ellie, and today we're going to continue with my fall series, and we're going to talk only about trench coats. In today's video, I will give you guys my selection from the current options that I have found online. And this time I am making a shorter list of items, of shoppable items, because I feel like in my last few videos I did include a lot of different items and it is probably a little bit overwhelming for you guys, so I decided to do a more curated list with less items. Throughout the video you will also see a lot of examples from my personal wardrobe, and I'm going to give you guys some outfit inspiration. And keep in mind that I do have a lot of trench coats, but I haven't bought a new trench coat in a while, so I ended up adding just one shorter trench coat, which I will show you guys in a little bit in my wardrobe. And I'm overall very happy with my collection. I don't really feel the need to add any new trench coats. And as I said, I do have a lot and quite a wide selection, but I do wear them all, honestly. And I would say that outerwear is probably one of my favorite kind of fashion section from my wardrobe. I just love outerwear pieces. I also am obsessed with blazers. So probably blazers and outerwear in general are my favorite clothing items, and I'm very excited about this video, so let's just start. And keep in mind that I haven't been feeling very well for the past few weeks, so that's why my schedule is a little bit off, so I'm a little bit slower with my uploads, but now I'm getting back on track with the weekly upload. So yeah, let's just get into the video. So this is the trench coat that I have and bought for myself from the curated list that I will show you guys right over here. We will go through all of these trenches in a little bit with reference numbers. This particular one is from H&M, and I am completely obsessed with this specific length. I love how it's not too short. I do already have a few kind of cropped trenches, so I really don't need that sort of length. And I do have in my wardrobe just one more trench coat with this type of a length, but it's in more of a khaki color, so I really wanted to have a brown version of it. Wearing this trench coat belted, I think it looks great, but also unbuttoned it looks great for a more casual vibe. And the fact that the buttons are this kind of tortoiseshell color, that's also probably one of my favorite options for trench coat buttons. And I love the little design here. It's not too overwhelming, quite simple overall. And you have the same buttons on the pockets. And then in the back, this is how it looks like. Kind of the classic type of trench coat design. And I like to sometimes belt it in the back as well when I have it open, so it doesn't like stay too closed off on the body. And I did buy my trench coat in size medium. I decided to size up because I do tend to like my trench coats a little bit more oversized. The upper part of the trench coat is 100% cotton, and I really have nothing bad to say about it. The price is also amazing for what it is. It is just 46 euros, so that is amazing for how this trench coat looks like and feels. I really like it, and it definitely looks a lot more expensive than this in my opinion. And now that we are in the brown kind of color scheme, I wanted to share with you guys which is my all-time favorite brown trench coat. It's quite a long one, as you can tell, and I absolutely adore this one. It's from a brand called Selected Femme. I love the quality. I have been wearing this for now maybe 4 years, I would say, which is, yeah, quite a long time, and I'm not planning on stopping. The quality is great, as I said. It has been to the dry cleaners quite a few times, and it still looks absolutely incredible. And yeah, I think a long brown trench coat is also a great addition for your wardrobe if you don't have one already. I have worn this in so many different ways, and now I want to share with you guys one of my favorite ways that I have worn this quite recently. So I'm going to get my phone again and just check out this outfit over on my Instagram. So in this outfit I have combined the trench coat with a very light beige turtleneck, maybe a cream one I would say as a color, combined with a white linen shirt, and I have buttoned the shirt almost until the top. And when you add that additional layer of the trench coat, I think it's just amazing. It's definitely one of my go-to layerings for kind of colder fall days and during winter even as well. I feel like in the beginning of winter, when it's not cold enough for your wool coats, it's the perfect type of combination to do this with your trench coat. And in this particular outfit, I have just added my brown wide leg trousers, my Arket brown suede belt, and my Adidas Sambas and my Demellier bag. And then this is another combination with this trench coat that I really enjoy. It's more of a kind of monochromatic brown look, as you can tell. Honestly, one of the easiest outfits that I can do during fall, just trying on everything in brown or everything in just one color, and I pretty much don't have to think about my outfit. It's very easy and you always end up looking put together, in my opinion. And here we do have a little bit of accents with the ballet flats that are leopard print, and also with the brown suede bag as well. And then the last combination that I wanted to share with you guys with this trench coat is this. I like it because it's still a monochromatic look, but I ended up adding a little bit of a color, let's say, over my shoulders with the navy knit. And I know it's not really a bright color, it's still considered a neutral color for me at least, but I really like this. Just the combination of navy and brown is definitely one of my go-tos, and I would definitely recommend you guys to try it out if you haven't already. And I do have two more shoulder trenches that I wanted to mention. So the first one is again a dark brown one, and it is from Massimo Dutti. It is considered the cotton blend trench coat with bag detail. So the composition of this trench coat is 70% cotton and 30% polyamide. The lining is 100% polyester. And if I have to be honest, I think that the H&M one is way better, and I would definitely recommend that one instead of the Massimo Dutti one. But this one has an even more simple design. As you can tell, it doesn't have that detail here on the front. Also on the pockets, it doesn't have any additional buttons. And the buttons here, from what I can see in the photos, are black, which is still very nice. I do like the combination of black and brown. But for some reason I do prefer the H&M one, but at the same time this is also a great alternative if you're looking for a more simple dark brown trench coat. The next short trench coat that I want to mention is from Another Stories, and I love this. It is considered the double-breasted trench jacket, and they have it in two colors. They have it in a beige color and also in a khaki color, but honestly I do prefer the beige one. Once again, this has quite a simple design. It does have a little bit more details on the shoulder area, and in the back I can see there's some additional buttons towards the end. And yeah, but overall it's a great trench coat in my opinion. And also the color of the beige, like the tone of the beige, is perfect for my liking. It's not too warm tone, but it's not too cool toned either. When it comes to the material, this is 100% cotton when it comes to the shell, and then the lining is 52% polyester and 48% viscose. I think those were all of the trenches that are kind of more on the shorter side that I have on my list. So now let's move on to longer coats again, and in particular we are going to discuss this navy coat from Arket. I really love a navy trench coat. I think it is almost as kind of essential in my collection, I would say, as my brown one. I just wear them so much, and it's honestly not too easy to find the perfect navy trench coat, and I think that this one from Arket is pretty close to it. And I really like the fact that it has kind of, again, those type of tortoiseshell buttons but with brown details. Since one of my favorite combinations is brown and navy, I do really appreciate that. There's also that kind of belt buckle detail here in a brown color again, and it is considered the 2-in-1 trench coat. so you can kind of wear it multiple ways. I'm going to, you know, put the options here on the screen. And this particular trench coat has 75% cotton and 25% polyamide, and the lining is 100% viscose, which is great. Not sure when it comes to the sizing, it already looks quite oversized on their side. I would probably try and go for my usual size and see how big it is before sizing up, and if I have to, I will just return it. So I don't shop at Zara a lot nowadays. I feel like I open the app a few times a year and that's when I find a few cute items, but I definitely don't shop as often as I did in the past. But these were one of my favorite finds from Zara, and I say these because I ended up buying 2 of these. I'm so glad I did because I have been wearing this navy trench coat for the past few years so much, you just have no idea. And both of them I ended up buying on sale as well, and I absolutely love the placement of the buttons. I think I have mentioned this already in previous videos. I think it looks so nice. You can see they go quite low and they start quite high here, which I love. And just the overall design of this specific navy trench is amazing. Quite simple but yet kind of effective, I would say. And here is how it looks in the back. You have that detail to kind of keep this together or have it more flowy like that, and then the belted detail again. And here I also have like a very dark brown buckle, which I love. As I said, I actually have the same exact coat in khaki green color. I have been wearing both of them so much, just one of my go-to coats, like trench coats, for the past 5 years, I would say. So very happy with the quality, but I'm sure that this Arket one would be amazing as well, and it's the best one that I found and the closest to the trench coat that I already own. And before we move on to more of the classic type of trench coat color, I wanted to also share with you guys this black Arket trench coat because once again I think it looks amazing. I'm not sure if it's the exact same one as the navy one. They look very similar when it comes to the design, so I'm pretty sure they're the same type of a coat, although when you search for them, they're not going to be on the same page, you know, where you can change the color. So they're on different pages, but I'm pretty sure they're the same exact coat. And this is considered the oversized trench coat, and I really like, once again, the overall structure of the coat. I would say that probably a size small would be best, or just your usual size is what I mean. But let's just check. They usually have information what size the model is wearing. Yeah, so the model is 178 centimeters and she's wearing a size small, and it already looks like the perfect oversized fit to me, at least. So definitely go for your normal size. But now it is time to move on to more of those classic trench coat colors, so basically more of those beige tones. And I have just kept it very simple and curated, as I said, and I have added only 2. And the first one that I have on my list is probably my favorite, I have to say. It is from Another Stories, and the design is pure perfection. I love everything that's going on in this area. They have kind of an extra detail here with the button, which is so beautiful. So I really don't have anything bad to say about this. It looks very kind of elevated and chic. Again, more of an oversized fit as per usual, and you can wear it and kind of button it in quite a few different ways. You can see now here on the photos. They do have this in 2 different colors, so they have it in this more of a classic beige color, but also in a khaki color. And I do have a very similar khaki trench coat. When it comes to the material though, the shell is 100% cotton and the lining is 52% polyester and 48% viscose. Overall, I think that Another Stories quality seems to be great just by looking at the composition of a lot of different items they have. But at the same time, I haven't really ordered anything from any other stories now that I'm thinking about it. But definitely let me know in the comments if you have shopped from any other stories and whether you're happy with the quality of the items that you already own and have worn for, let's say, a few months or more. I would love to know that. But let me show you my kind of khaki coat that I have. Other than that Zara one, I do have quite a few beige ones, but I didn't bring them all from my kind of coat closet because that would just be way too much to show in this video. But I'm going to show you guys here on the screen quite a few photos with the trenches that I already own in this color scheme. And probably one of my favorite ones is from Mango. I love this specific beige trench coat. It's such a staple piece, very simple again. It doesn't have many buttons and I just really like it. I always wear it a lot during fall, and once again it's one of those items that I've had in my wardrobe for maybe at least 5 years now, so it's such an amazing item. And I really don't have anything bad to say about Mango trench coats and Mango wool coats as well. Both of those kind of sections on the Mango side are amazing in my opinion. The quality is great. I have a lot of wool coats from them and all of them are absolutely incredible. And all of the wool coats I have from Mango are actually again very structured and oversized, and completely obsessed with them. I am definitely going to do a whole separate video on wool coats, so stay tuned for that, but it's gonna be more of a winter edit. This is the khaki Mango trench coat that I was talking about. I don't wear this khaki one as much as I wear my beige one, I have to say, but at the same time I really like the design. Very simple again. The buttons are a little bit more in comparison to the beige one, but I just really like it. I don't have anything once again bad to say about it. The quality is great. In the back it just has kind of the typical trench coat design. And then the other trench coat that I have on my list is this H&M one. It does remind me a little bit of my Mango one, and I think it looks great, at least on the side. I really need to go and check it out in store, but I'm not sure if they actually have it currently in store in my country. But I definitely prefer my brown shorter trench from H&M. When it comes to this one, I would definitely go for the Another Stories one instead of the H&M one. I think that the quality would be better for sure. So this is just my personal opinion. They do have this specific trench coat in a black color as well. But again, I would definitely go for the Arket one instead of this specific H&M one. But I still wanted to include this in the video. I think it's one of the nicer H&M coats, like longer H&M coats that I have found so far. They're definitely gonna come out with more, in my opinion, in the next month. But for the moment, this is kind of my curated collection when it comes to more high street and a little bit more affordable items. But once again, it's very hard for me to do a trench coat video without including the Toteme trench coat. I have been looking at this trench coat for quite a few years now, but considering how many trench coats I already own in my wardrobe and how happy I am with them, I haven't yet done it. I haven't yet added that into my wardrobe because I just don't feel the need to have it. But at the same time, I do really like it. I am definitely admiring it. The only thing that I've been thinking about that I might not actually like about this trench coat is the shoulder area. I'm kind of used to having my trench coats a little bit more kind of not really structured because they're not padded. The trench coats that I own, most of them are not padded. I do have a few exceptions, like a leather beige one that I have, I'm gonna put it here, which is very structured and padded. But the other ones are just kind of structured on their own without any padding. And when it comes to the Toteme one, I don't think it has much of a structure in the shoulder area, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about it when I see it, like, you know, in person. But saying that, I can always order it and just return it, so I've been thinking about that, but I will update you guys in a future video when it comes to that. That was all for this video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram, where I'm currently uploading so many different edits for fall, and I'm going to continue doing those edits towards winter as well. As usual, if you did come from my YouTube video, I would love to know that. Definitely let me know in one of my Instagram posts, comments. Thank you very much for your support. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and see you in my next video. Bye.